A lot, a lot, a lot is going on justice for Mohbad as I speak. Right now, there is so much that is happening in just a space of a very short time. And I believe strongly that this is encouraging and this is the exact place that we want to be. This is what we have been seeking for. Ladies and gentlemen, Cynthia has become what she was going to become anyway, because right now she has come to realize, she has come to kind of conclude that this is the end of the journey. This is the end of everything. So, what else? Well, the only solution, or let us say way out of it, is for her to begin to first go on different social media platform to talk, and now she has started doing the back-to-back thing. But what exactly is it that dropped on our desk? What is it that is circulating that is making her panic? You're about to find out all of this. I believe strongly that the only thing she will want to do is to try to escape out of Nigeria and then say, oh, there was threat to my life because I came on TV to talk. Now they want to unalive me. Oh, I heard knocks on my door. I was afraid for my life, and that is why I ran away. I want to save the life of my child. Don't forget that she has already given us a story of how she had put her son in a plastic bag. Like, our stories are not adding up. You dropped your baby in a plastic bag so you can escape because you claim that Mohbad's father wanted to take that child from you. And in the same vein, you said, oh, you knelt down. Mohbad's father even prayed. Like, a lot of us cannot reconcile it. We just do not understand what she's saying. But as it is right now, ladies and gentlemen, there is a lot that is happening, and this is a situation that majority of those who are guilty, they are part of what happened to Mohbad. Majority of them caused it. They made it happen to them. They kept quiet all this while. They said nothing. They were trying to play. They were kind of watching to see how far we are willing to go on justice. They thought it's business as usual. Like, oh, what will they do? They will forget about it and move on. But we say, no, we are stuck to this one. This is not business as usual. We will remain here until we get answers. And this is what rattled all of them. Plus spending, every one of them, they are all facing each other back to back now because it has come to the end of it. Who is going to carry the cross? That's where the problem is. This is the reason why this update, this very shocking, in fact, I think the best is for you to get into it yourself so that you will understand what this is all about. It's a serious issue. It is not a joke. Ladies and gentlemen, before we proceed further, please like, share, tap on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Returning subscribers and those that have been here, I say very big thank you to you. And to those that have tapped on the thanks button, the one with the love icon, dollar sign in the middle of it, may God bless you. May God replenish your pockets. May your pockets never run dry. If you like what we do here, you can also smash on that button that says thanks. Let us get right into it.
What we are seeing is that Prime Boy doesn't look like he was the one that caused the injury. But the truth is, whoever might have caused the injury to Mohbad, Tinosiwa treat, was not part of police investigation. And maybe the person would have been part of the report of the Coroner inquest. But the DPP did not wait. They did not wait. So at what point at what point is that person going to come in so that whoever caused the injury that the nurse treated and became negligent upon will also pay for the crime? And that is where we need to be united. We don't know whether the coroner inquest will be able to point to the person through the toxicology. Because if the toxicology comes out, will it be able to point to the person from the evidence before the coroner inquest? Or we work on it and the police, they go back to the investigation and follow the new lead and see clearly, because there will be a video evidence of who will practically be responsible for the injury that brought the nurse in. If truly the nurse treated Mohbad, the person will be in that video. And that's why we have been asking, let us see the content of that phone. Failure of the police to provide us with the content of that phone is enough for us to protest without informing the police. And it's going to get there very soon. We will not inform the police. This kind of a situation, there is no need for saying we want to protest. Give us approval. We will take to the street and demand. This is a kind of injury. This is a kind of a situation whereby we will not need to inform the police that we want to protest again. It will start and that is it. Because if we allow this to pass, we are already selling our future and our safety and the safety of our children, including visitors to this country. This is not something we must compromise. If there is negligence of treatment, during treatment, by a quack nurse, according to the police, let's start with who caused the injury. The DPP said, oh, Prime Boy does not have a case to answer. Then who did? That is why we're asking and begging that the DPP should please work with the police so that they will work on the new confession and lead, so that the person that really look into that phone, check if it is on the day of where Mohbad died. You will see what we are looking for. Charge the person. Charge the person to court so that whatever will be coming from coroner inquest will not look stupid. So that at the end of the day, charges against the nurse, because at the end of the day, even the nurse lawyer will be saying, this negligence you are talking about is primary to what? The treatment is secondary to something. What caused the injury? That is on the... Go and meet... Go and meet mommy right there. I'm coming, eh? Go and meet your brothers. Yeah. Or if you want to come and play, you don't shout, yeah? See your bum bum. This is where all of us should be united. We should be looking at, oh, what is going on? Have we not been shortchanged? The advice is out. People have been set free. But the question is, at what point would they be using the report from the coroner inquest? Another thing that is standard and direct is if police, we ensure that we stand and tell the police, investigate this new lead so that whoever caused the injury that made them to say the nurse treated, that is, if truly the nurse treated Mohbad, should what? If not, you must think far ahead and think ahead of time. They don't know, I don't go. They want to, I go. Kill it, papa, time. Papa can't be monkey, I got it to find her. I really know. Guys, keep power tapping. and keep supporting Break the Silence Foundation. It's quite sad that this. Oh, I'm putting one thing. But I site like you. Love you more. This site is Lewani. All right, Pecking rules. You cannot mute your mic. 2 minutes. Pecking rules. Kò sí nǹkan fẹ́ ṣe gbogbo kéèsì yìí ó require funding wọ́n kàn gbogbo yìí ni. Kò sí nǹkan fẹ́ ṣe. If you have to mash these people up and get the justice out, it's not something you do with split of the mouth. Ṣé tọ́ ìlú làwọn fi ṣe ni? Ẹ kàn lè máa pariwo justice for Mohbad justice for Mohbad gbogbo nǹkan tó kó lẹ́yìn. Adisa Ade, my mute the wọlé. Pecking rules, are you there?
Hello. Yeah, hello, Mr.
Okay,
Yomi.
King's Entertainment. Let's have you.
Mo kàn fẹ́ béèrè nǹkan kan ni, like irú Coroner inquest yẹn, ṣé public kò lè béèrè question bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ni, àfi àwọn lawyers nìkan.
Of course, public can ask. It's a fact finding.
Yeah,
it's a fact finding.
Okay. Yeah, èmi ò bá suggest pé Mr. Yomi, like you, ẹ mọ irú question tẹ́ lè béèrè tẹ́ bá lọ sí irú bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, I don't know, maybe it's okay for you láti lọ ní 14 yẹn.
My brother, the best thing now is to actually go there with evidence to support whatever they're going to be. It's a fact finding. Whatever they find there, they would have to compare their notes and send it to the DPP to support whatever they want to do. Do you understand?
Yeah.
They try only to waju Coroner judge. So it is
but asking question, no, it can lead to establish a fact.
I know, of course, but you know the point is this. Into what important you, no matter the question I'm going to be asking, which of course that will be subject to whoever is being invited down. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It depends on the witness that is available. So
okay.
And when you look at the court, I want to let you first. No many chance that will be the question. So if the person is being invited to mu lawyer dani, atẹni tó ní kó pè wá, tó fẹ́ prosecute someone cross-examine. If I don't have a chance in court, but if I will go there upon trust, I will see. The point is, I want you to call like last Sotoni. What other support would I have given to the Coroner inquest when I went there to go and protest?
Yeah.
I went there with a protest to support the Coroner inquest.
Yeah,
I was there with the crowd. I sat on the floor. What other protest would I have given? So when we are just saying the technicality of the inquest as it is, they assume you are trying to water it down. Nobody, I was not even on TikTok before I moved the motion that I am going to be storming the Coroner inquest to show solidarity that we want them to do. So people will go about and be saying so many things just to, I don't know what they want to gain. If you look at those people castigating people like us, ask them, what exactly are you, what are you doing? That you think your role to continue to criticize and condemn will help this movement. Even at our front line, we are making mistakes. There are still ways that we should go about it that will make us do better. But some people think it is their alienable right. They are so powerful or so influential that when they sit down and start doing their shenanigans, that it will help justice movement or it will scare an activist. Activist that is facing police, facing government, facing murderers. Mama Beru, pé èèyàn kan lóhun TikToker, òun fẹ́ máa dragi. Ìyẹn ni Mama Beru. Do you understand?
Yeah, more understand.
You don't see that one now. It's not making any sense. because gbogbo tó ń ṣe dáadáa wọ́n á máa ṣàbá wá rọ́tọ̀ máa fi ṣe wọ́n á rò pé táwọn bá ti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ o gbogbo ayé ló ti gbọ́ gbogbo ayé wo ẹni tó ń fèsì lion tó ń fèsì leopard tó ń fèsì tiger tó ń ṣe gbẹ kí olóńgbò wá ní òkè o òun máa ṣàkárọ̀ onítàn kò expect kò ẹni yẹn wà move tó bá kọ̀ pay attention bóyá ọkọ̀ nítorí animal rights ọkọ̀ wo humanity pé animal ṣáà ní ẹja ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ pé ó ti ẹ̀ ó wà important but the fact remains that what we are doing and the things that we are facing, yato. Do you understand? Yeah. So it would never remind anybody that but Yomi came to support Coroner inquest. He protested in front of the court. He assembled and said, "Let us." Nobody thought about it, and I did in my own time when I came in, and I didn't even suggested it on when I came on TikTok. I have moved the motion on my Instagram and Facebook. I don't even know anything was going on TikTok there. But they are not going to tell them the truth. So, my brother, we know what we're saying. The technicality is so wrong. If you told the drone scene,
tó bá tẹ̀ ẹ́ máa lọ ẹ ṣàkàn mọ̀ síkùn ara yín ṣé ẹ ti get kò ń ṣe pé bí apẹ́ kan máa announce pé you are going there, you understand me? So
kò sí ọ̀kan tí bá lọ náà kò sí ọ̀kan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ yàrá brother, you understand?
nǹkan lè jáde o because the way you ask your own question.
My brother. Okay,
ṣé kó bẹ́ẹ̀ máa bẹ́ẹ̀ ni nǹkan tó ń sọ nìyẹn.
Yóò yẹ kó bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Wọ́n lè attack yín pé nǹkan kan máa jáde pé mo mọ̀ you are intelligent enough to ask an intelligent question. Yeah.
Magistrate ò ní àlà àwọn kan sọ̀rọ̀. Mr. Yomi kí jàre ẹ kú ọ̀lẹ́.
Ọmọ fún láyé kì í sọ̀rọ̀.
Okay.
Nígbà tó yẹ pé máa pẹ́ débẹ̀.
Mr. Yomi. Sorry. In fact, èmi kàn fẹ́ máa dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín ni pé like among the other actor and celebrity tó wà ń tàn bẹ́ẹ̀. In fact, you are really one. In fact, mo mọ nǹkan tí mo lè fi qualify yín because you speak the truth on this particular justice for Mohbad. Nǹkan ẹ̀kọ́ tí mo tún wá fi láìkì yín pátápátá ni 3-second video yẹn tẹ́ẹ̀dìmú yẹn tí kò ṣẹ̀dá anybody tó lè gbà lọ́wọ́ yín ju pé kán fún wa ní full version yẹn lọ. In fact, ẹ jẹ́ kí life mi nítumọ̀. Ṣé tí a rí àwọn òde tó wà lórí TikTok? Yes, some people will be thinking that I'm insulting someone, I'm insulting people. I'm not a baby. Well, they must sound like baby, but I'm not a baby. You guys should not get it twisted. And me, when nǹkan tí mo try láti sọ ni pé now tó bá jẹ́ pé ẹ̀yin àti wisdom tẹ́ ní tí àdúrà bóyá èṣù ló tì ní o, bóyá orí Mohbad ló tì ní o, bóyá confusion ló dé bá ní o, ó wá ṣàtìyìn ó tún wá ń demand 3 million lọ́wọ́ yín tẹ́ ẹ̀ jẹ́ family wọn and àwọn ọ̀dẹ̀ kan sọ pé ẹ parọ́ mọ́ ẹnìkan. Nǹkan tó ṣe Mohbad ló máa ṣe wọ́n ló máa ṣọmọ because mi ò mọ reason why téèyàn kan máa kọ̀ jí ìwákìwá ni obìnrin wà nǹkan oṣù ẹ̀ ìwákìwá ni anybody tó bá dákọ̀ pé ẹni báyìí ló ṣe òun náà ló ṣe òun ló máa defend rẹ̀ bóyá òun kọ́ bóyá òun ni ju pé kẹ́nìkan wá jà kó wá máa defend pé ó mì pé nìyẹn ẹni tó ń defend ẹnìyẹn ó wà ń bẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ ẹnìyẹn. That's the simple truth. But continue with video sir nítorí 3-second video yẹn tí àdúrà dẹ̀ ti sọ fún public inú conference yìí pé the full version which is 12 minutes or 10 minutes ó wà. Tí ọlọ́pàá bá wá lónìí pé àwọn dìfẹ́mù wọn 3 seconds video àti full version yẹn àti conference tó ti confess pé ó wà. Ìyẹn evidence na.
My brother. You know when we say we are doing press conference.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sir.
Okay. There is something called end game. Because they don't know what you know. Everybody saw the competition. So they don't know what you're trying to put up and the caliber and your target audience. And if eventually someone try to protect it, the only way I can expose the government, that is the police at that time, because press conference.
Of course.
Police is a government organization. Break the Silence is non-government organization. They know the consequence when an NGO pursues such a matter. But we worry Yomi Fabi into I have acted movies. Nigerians have supported me for 20-something years. The public have supported me. But they still do not understand the value of things like this. When you choose to say, let me, okay, whatever name I have, let me submit it for the cause of the humanity and public, for whatever cause we are pursuing together. It's not an excuse to now step on me or to make it look like what I do. I be okay, when you share low, I be one, or gather minimi, because my parents raised me well. Because they make me understand that no man is an island. Mom see me boyibo ṣùgbọ́n nu àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ wọn àti nǹkan tó máa ń sọ fún wa. Go. You know one of the things that my parents will raise me. When I go check on our family members, and they come to talk. My father would now encourage me and give me something. That this is the kind of child I want, so that you care about other family members. As a matter of fact, there are some of my dad's friends then that I didn't know that by going to say that because I will look at it. My dad will talk about his friend. Kani Moraye ni. Kirita onlo ni o. Mbalo kira di Elijah. Tell me about it, because my dad will look at it and say he will show so much. My dad will lafia. And then the man will come maybe another day and check up on my dad. I said, my dad will say, and my dad will now encourage me and give me something that, oh, thank you for doing that. That is why I am raised. I went to orthopedic hospital to care for people. People went to tell my mom, hospital. My mom asked me, where were you so time? I didn't lie. I said, I saw people, they called me that people were in hospital, they were strike. 1991, 92. Strike to National Orthopedic Hospital. And I was going to buy them food because the nurses, they were on strike. They were not serving them food, anything. I went, what's the best of the world in the world, man? Owó táwọn church àbáwọn tó bá kí àwọn tó wà hospital ló ń tọ́jú ló fi náà mi kí lọ bá wọn oúnjẹ. My mom asked me, where were you yesterday between social time and social time? I said, Mom, ẹ̀yin lẹ́ni ká wọ́n máa parọ́. Nígbà tí mo kúrò lọ́dọ̀ ìyá Bùkún, àwọn tó wà in hospital, they asked me to come and help them, that they are hungry, that the hospital is on strike, that they didn't give them food. And I helped many of them to go and buy food. My mom said, wow, that was what I was told. If you had lied, I would have beaten you and I will beat you mercilessly. Okay, those people that you went to buy food for, why can't they go and buy it for themselves? I said they are on strike, mommy. And some of them, they've hung their leg. Their legs, they cannot even move. And they will be hungry there. My mom said, okay, if that is what you want to be doing, that's a good one. I just want to know wherever you are. That is how my mom will always, that language, she is late now, I will always remember. Your parents must be able to know where to trace you. And don't lie to me. And said, okay, if you want to be helping them before the call of the strike, I will allow you. Just make sure you take your books along, do your homework there, buy the second food for them, and return home. and you must not go where I don't know. I said, okay, ma. That is, I didn't know they were training me to be useful. I didn't know they were training me that I cannot leave this world alone. And to God be the glory. Everywhere I've been going abroad. Kò sẹ́bí mi kankan bẹ̀. Mo ń bá àánú Ọlọ́run pàdé. Ó ní ẹ̀gbọ́n kan ní Maryland, Bọ̀dá Táyọ̀ ló ń porúkọ ẹ̀. Ó pàdé mi ní show ní Maryland. Said, Yomi Fabiyi, I like you, you're one of my fans. Feel free, you can come to my house. He saw me for the first time that day. The second day, he gave me the key to his house, and I stayed in his house for a month plus, America. I went to Dallas. I flew back to Maryland, and he made me felt at home. In fact, he will be begging me, Baba, Hemabo, Oya Jalo Jeon, he will take me to some place. Kini mo fẹ́? Mélòó la fẹ́ kà? Mélòó ni mo fẹ́ kà nílùú òyìnbó? So that is what we're saying. Ogba àwọn tí ó yé, they think you are doing it because of something. Analyzing what has been played around. Okay, want to play 1B. Mo fẹ́ lámọ́lẹ̀. Mo sọ fún ẹ wo bí wọ́n ti dọ́gbọ́n o. Bí orin Mohbad ni wọ́n ti ṣòjóró ń bí o. Ẹ jẹ́ asán ṣòkòtò wa o. It's not because I am condemning. No, why would I? Ìwọ tó fẹ́ sọ pé láti Coroner inquest. Oh, butter law. I was in the sun.
Ọmọ kan tó ń sọ ni it's like ọmọ kan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ Coroner mo lè sọ fún yín for free sir. Nothing good will come out from that place. Mo lè sọ fún yín for free lálẹ́ yìí. Nothing good will come out. But tí gbogbo èèyàn tó bá support 3 seconds video tẹ́ sọ yìí tí gbogbo àwọn tó ń ṣe tó sọ pé wọ́n wá justice tó bá yẹ pé lòtítọ́ náà ń wá tó bá jẹ́ pé lòtítọ́ náà ń wá tó ń fún yín ní full support tí gbogbo wọn sọ one word.
My brother, this is how you say that they will understand. Let us all support the Coroner inquest. I am saying, despite the fact that we don't even know what will be the report the judge will write. We cannot determine for the judge. And outside the report of the judge, Toba send the DPP. Toba to send a law. The truth of the matter is lower. See, DPP will only advise. DPP will investigate. Where they want to send the advice to. See what about report the Coroner. What in Loto? Koshelo. The only new place that can use it is if the trial of this suspect starts. And even if they would use anything, they will still review the report and check which one are we using, which one is tenable. Just the way the police, who is the primary investigator, Togbe yon mejewa, TDPP yo manu kuro. It is only the victim that may appeal. Maybe Baba's lawyer can appeal it and say, how come? But if they appeal it and say, why is this particular suspect not in the trial? That means they would have to appeal it and say, why is Prime Boy not there? And at the end of the day, we're still not going to get anything. We have to prove it beyond reasonable doubt that Prime Boy truly caused the injury. So, do we have a clear-cut pathway to know who truly caused the injury to Mohbad? Yes. Let's check the phone with the police. Mohbad àti Ọlọ́run bá tó fún wa ní chance 3 seconds video àti kò go. Kò síbọn yẹn fẹ́ ṣe tó because tẹ́ bá ní kọ́ bá ní gbókè ká lọ appeal pé kí ló ìmọ̀lẹ̀ ti draw conclusion. Ẹni náà sì ó treat èèyàn kan tó ṣe ó wà negligence. That treatment is secondary to what? To somebody causing injury to Mohbad. That injury, Tawan Soy, who caused it? See, family Baba Mohbad, the lawyer, Toba challenge DPP. If this is the investigation the police brought to you, the police wanted you to see the link between Prime Boy and the injury and the treatment of the nurse. Now you said Prime Boy has no case to answer. Then who caused the injury? And the only way we can get who caused the injury, is another opportunity of police looking into, because there is no other means, no witness. Nobody said Wunmi fought Mohbad in the police investigation. Even at the Coroner inquest, as we speak, nobody said the same thing. Even the spending, she never said the same thing. And certainly the nurse would never say she saw when Mohbad and Wunmi fought. No CCTV, no witness, no evidence. The only one that we have left is police, who has the right to investigate new lead. Come with phone here. Okay, phone. Oluwami, we have a new development. So person, we are charging this person for so thing. To ba jẹ́ pé anything wá láti Coroner inquest, tí toxicology bá sọ pé okay o, Mohbad died from head injury and loss of blood, wọ́n ti rí ẹni tó máa attach ẹ̀ mọ́. Tí wọ́n bá ti charge new person wọlé, tọ́lọ́pàá bá ṣe investigation, kó wo evidence tó wà lọ́wọ́, kó fi lè charge ẹni yẹn, akọ́mọ́ àwòrán akọ́rakọ́ ni. So we have to completely stand firm and ensure that they should directly so OTA come on, my brother. Only we will support Coroner inquest. Something will come out of it, though we don't know yet.
Yeah, reason why nothing good will come out is because government she find it sitting on, so they arrive at inconclusive. And meanwhile, we can see the video. You can see the video where our criminal, I call them criminal because Koyako wa láàrin èèyàn, Wunmi Cynthia Adébánjọ, ìyá àdúrà, tínú wọn dùn lọ́jọ́ yẹn, tó nípa àwọn kan ti obstruct Coroner. She understand? So the video shows that èèyàn kú, ẹni tó kú yìí kò ní padà wá mọ́ sá o. Ẹ̀dẹ̀ ń dùnnú.
Ẹ mọ̀ pé gbogbo ayé wọ́n mọ̀ pé video evidence sí àdúrà máa jù nǹkan. Because they are not God.
Ẹ̀dẹ̀ ń dùnnú. Mi ò understand. Èèyàn kú tó ní rí mọ́. Ẹ̀dẹ̀ ń dùnnú pé yes, Coroner ti stop. And meanwhile, ẹni tó establish ẹ̀, ṣèbó òun ni very dark matter kú yẹn. Sir, this Nigeria, they have turned it to something else to me. It's not a good place to live.
At that time, lọ gbọ́ pé èmi gan náà tún ti yá dànù. Wọ́n náà pẹ́ o. Oye yín àti ìdókòlẹ̀.
Yes, sir. So what are they gaining to lose someone, to kill someone and feel like you have a stupid godfather somewhere?
Tá a bá lọ jìnnà, we are Africans. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ti bí báyìí wò pẹ̀lú gbà wọn tó ẹ kọ́ lè mọ̀ pé social media ẹ fà ìgbà nonsense gan. Kí lẹ̀ ń ju nǹkan sójú? Ṣé àbọ̀ mí nìyí ẹ̀ ń ju aṣọ, ẹ̀ ń ju fetish substance sínú orí òkú ni? Ṣé àbọ̀ mí nìyí?
In fact, kò yé mi o, because uncle wey people decide, ẹ mọ̀ kan tó ń dùn mí pé for that girl to come outside and call me a fool because I'm in Nigeria. She came outside and said and said lies to the public, and meanwhile, as foolish public, they and they bought that thing.
My brother, just choose your words carefully. Choose your words carefully.
Sorry. Mr. Yomi, you actually told us 2 minutes per person. So this person has spent more than 2 minutes. Let me stand on the existing protocol, and I'll be brief about what I want to address. So the first thing I want to address is the first voice note that you played. Yabo was the one that first came out and said that Itani camera wa Mohbad died inside the house. So that was so many weeks ago, more than 6 weeks ago. So now at the Coroner, Wunmi in her CTC said that Mohbad died in the house. So
she said so at the Coroner.
Yes, yes, at the Coroner. So I just wonder why on the national TV a lot of inconsistencies in what she has been saying, and if the statement.
Don't be surprised that this is one of the reasons why the DPP quickly played that. Let's just stay neutral.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So but the statement she made at the coroner was, I believe, under oath. So if she said that under oath, and it has been documented in the coroner court, so that is the verdict. Not only that one, police in the the press release from the police, the one you played also, police stated in that release.
Okay.
Police stated in
Hold
that release
Hold on. Talent here.
Isn't
Hold on.
That consign. I drop me. Isn't that consign? I drop me.
Normally, between you and I was expecting that the DPP will wait for the coroner inquest to round up.
that's under normal circumstances, but we find ourselves in an abnormal situation.
Because
yes,
but because the DPP,
I will come to that.
Because the DPP is relying on the primary investigator, which is the police. Because
I will come to that.
The tax obligation and the order from the judge is that the file of the police should be duplicated to the DPP. Do you understand? So they have that kind of alibi to rely on that. The task before us is to look into the file duplicated to us, to make our own words, to make our reports and send in an advice. Do you understand? And police, DPP, they have the power to charge. It's not the judge that will determine who to be charged. The judge will not even defend anybody. Their own is DPP. You prosecutor, you are the only one that will bring charges before the judge. I can't bring charges up. You are the one to bring whoever you want to charge. Bring them. My own is to see who you are charging, and then the defendant who will say, I am not guilty. The prosecutor did not do their job. I am not this. You understand what I'm trying to say? But you can go on.
I do. Yeah, so now the hospital came out and they've stated what actually transpired the day Mohbad was brought in. So now regarding the DPP advice, DPP had already leveled charges against just 2 people. Now what we are expecting from the advice is that those will be presented, and also the nurse is yet to appear at the coroner. At the coroner, hopefully she'll be able to present evidence that will actually be able to drag other people into the case. Another thing is, even if lesser charges were actually given to all those people by the DPP, when the trial fully begins, so I know and I'm sure that the charges can be amended based on the evidences that will be available at the court. So I want to implore everyone to actually be patient with what is happening. I know there are diverse opinions that
my brother, Kofi, I know that charges can be amended. Are you saying?
Yep.
And when you look at the coroner inquest where they send their reports to DPP, certainly they can always go back to the police and say, can they, with the report of the inquest, tell the police to change their charges or to go and arrest the person?
The lawyers, the prosecuting counsel, just like Falana did in the case of Ade, what's the name of this Ife man? Adedoyin. So the charges that were actually brought up against Adedoyin will have fetched him just like maybe 5-6 years imprisonment. You understand?
But Falana got fiat to play the role of the DPP.
Yeah, I'm saying we are coming to that one. So at the end of the day, the charges were amended, and that was what led to
Life imprisonment.
sentence it was sentenced to death now by hanging. All right. So now Barry Sanshitu can also apply for fiat, and we are hoping that Lagos State Attorney General will be able to actually grant that. So there are a lot of things that would need to actually go into this case, and as concerned citizens, as
to ask for fiat after the charges has been out and the DPP are already proceeding, if they now charge the case to court, and I think the police are the one going to prosecute now because it's misdemeanor is what is being given to these people.
Now that's why I said if Sanshitu actually seek for fiat from the from Lagos State government and it is approved.
Can it switch again? If you had come before
that is correct. Yes, it is possible. The same thing Falana did. Well, Falana was the one that was representing Adegoke's family, Timothy Adegoke's family. So he got that fiat from the government to now become the prosecutor and was able to amend the charges. So that is something that. So the same thing happened that same thing happened during that time because Falana represented Timothy Adegoke's family. So with that one, if fiat is given to Sanshitu, he can actually do his own best in ensuring that proper thing is done. And I hope also that spending will come out with better proof. NOS also will come out with better proof, and also police will be able to do more in actually extending their investigation net to bring other people into it based on the current evidence, the phone and the chat from Adura.
Kofi, to pull more clarity so that people can understand, the fiat that is likely, or which is also part of the cards on the table. The Sanshitu, is it okay to apply while the inquest has not concluded, or he can only do that after they conclude coroner inquest? And what if the DPP continue with the trial? When they start the trial of this NOS and spending, can they ask them to say, okay, take your hands off, we want to start it again? Because you cannot stop the DPP if they want to start trial next week. Who is going to stop them? And can Sanshitu ask for a fiat while the coroner inquest has not concluded? Because of what basis?
Yeah. If the trial is starting next week, so Sanshitu can apply for fiat, and it doesn't mean that Sanshitu will be the only prosecuting counsel. So if it is DPP that is prosecuting or the police, so a prosecutor will from them will work hand in hand with Sanshitu. So what it means is that
still going on.
Yeah, it's possible. If the trial is starting, it means that Sanshitu will need to apply for fiat also to be one of the prosecuting counsel. So they may not give him the overall as in be the only person that will be prosecuting. So he will prosecute along with whosoever that is coming from the government side also. That is my understanding. I'm not a lawyer, you understand. Then I remember something that came to my mind when you were playing that clip. The police said they sent to medical and dental council as well as pharmaceutical council to ask for advice. Medical and dental council, MDCN, cannot advise regarding that auxiliary nurse. Medical and dental council can only advise if the person in question is under their register. If the person registers with them as a doctor, maybe a medical or a dental doctor, that is when medical and dental council can advise the police. But because the person in question is not a registered member of the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria or Pharmaceutical Council of Nigeria, so they have no advice to give regarding that. So the police can go ahead and prosecute that person as a not that Medical and Dental Council will have any advice because she's not a registered medical doctor in Nigeria. So that is a few things I have to say for now. So I will mute and maybe I will have other things to.
But like, I just want to ask because we keep learning, it's basically there is that conclusion. The judge that requested for that the police should duplicate the file presumed to have concluded that process. So it means certainly that whatever is coming out from the coroner inquest, the verdict, or whatever, it can be useful again in that court where they freed Naramali, Tamilari, and the rest. What's your take on that as well?
Yeah, the outcome of the coroner is very useful. I will be useful in the court, number one. Number two, is also...
Kofi, I'm talking about the magistrate court, they freed Naramali, Samilari. Is it possible if the coroner inquest indicts, let's assume it indicts Samilari, Naramali, and Prime Boy, and in that same magistrate court, can that coroner inquest, the result of the coroner inquest, can it reverse them back? Can it ask that they should be brought back? That they have something to say?
Yeah, if there is any proof, any evidence that is pointing towards them, so they can be called back and be tried again. Knowing fully well that the case may actually not be tried at the magistrate.
Hello, I got
you.
That,
I got your point.
Okay, now let me ask you straight like this: the report of the inquest will be sent to who? Is it the court or to the DPP?
I believe it will go to the DPP for advice.
So
I believe it will be sent to maybe the Attorney General.
Hello,
I can hear you. If you can hear me.
Hello. I
can hear you.
Coffee. It's like you didn't get the question.
What is the question?
Will it be sent to the DPP or to the? You understand? He's asking a very straightforward question there.
Or to the court that freed Naramali. Is it meant to go to that judge or to go to the DPP so that DPP can extract or know what if everything is coming up as a useful instrument?
Now, what will happen eventually is that a judge will be assigned. It will be assigned to a particular court, and a judge will be assigned to the case, not the original judge at the magistrate where Sam Larry, Naramali, and others were tried. No, a new judge might or will be assigned to actually oversee the case going forward. Now, I don't want to believe that.
To answer the question, that means it is no longer useful in the original court that we all thought they will use it.
That court has completed or concluded.
Who muted it?
Exactly, Mr. Yomi. Exactly. That is just it.
That court has completed their own sitting regarding that. So I believe it will be reassigned to another judge now.
That one is standard. What you have answered the question. What I just want you to this is education. We're not just going to be talking here, because there is no point people sitting down to listen to us and they don't learn and we don't improve. Nobody's an island of knowledge. What is important is that originally, what we all expect or what we're all waiting for is that by the time the coroner inquest concludes, the report will be sent to the DPP, and DPP will use the report from the coroner inquest and the police investigation, and then they draw up their advice and send to that court in Sabo. That was because there is no other court anywhere that they took the case to, other than the one in Sabo. Do you understand? Because
Yeah.
the coroner inquest finding cannot be binding on anybody that reflects in the report. You and I know that. It can only take effect after the DPP review and then go after whoever they think is, ask us to answer. Is that not correct?
Of course, yeah. So they will go after the culprit.
Kofi, are you there?
Yes. I heard you. So Fire Force already answered. So that's why I didn't talk again.
No, because I just want us to, because people might think that immediately coroner inquest say, oh, this is our own report. And they would expect that immediately the coroner inquest says, we suspect that so person should be charged for this and this, we suspect that person has committed this, that immediately that person has committed a crime and that person should be facing charges. No. People should know that.
No, it's not like that.
That whatever it is, even if they have the evidence and they suspect whoever, just the way the police suspected Naramali, Samilari, Prime Boy, all of them, they would still have to the DPP will still have the power to review it and say, oh, this person has case to answer, this person does not have case to answer. Am I correct?
Mr. Yomi.
I think Fire Force, please hold on 1 minute. Fire Force, hold 1 minute. Mr. Yomi, I believe expertise of a lawyer will actually be needed in this one. I'm not a lawyer, all right? My own field is quite different. So if we can get advice from a lawyer, let the lawyer, give us the scenarios, the likelihood of what is going to be. I believe that will actually be better than educating ourselves from, because in this field, I'm an illiterate, all right? So when we see is an expert, so an expert's opinion will be superior than whatever we might have said. And I believe since Supreme is in the house already, she should be able to actually educate us more. So maybe you can bring her up so that she'll be able to shed more light on this. So Fire Force, you can continue, please.
Supreme, you can send request to us.
Yeah, apart from that, you see, that was the reason why the lawyer, she too was like, why will you leave Naramali, and some people are taken out of the case. We frowned at it. Like, how come, which was the reason why they said they have to be called back into the case. So, although there's nothing much they can do, but, we believe that I do not want to be part of people, because some people said that, because I said it and I will say it again, that by 2027, we might still actually be pursuing this same case by doing the same things and doing it wrongly. You understand? So we just have to get it and do it right.
But okay,
which is
can
my
I ask,
own stance.
Fire Force. I don't know what might be coming up. Like I'm saying, I don't know what might be coming up at the coroner inquest, or what the 3 seconds video might lead us. But I know at some point, if the police and the DPP are willing to help in this case, when the truth is eventually established, they can still improve on the charges. But we just have to be careful. My only fear and concern is this. We don't even know what will be in the report of the coroner judge. Though we are waiting for what the nurse will bring. Do you understand? We don't know how many of the witnesses will be willing to actually respond to the call of the coroner judge. Do you understand? And eventually, if they are practically subpoenaed, for those that choose not to come, I am saying,
yes,
it's quite funny. It's quite funny and tricky.
To be honest with you, Mr. Yomi, now we are not looking at just one nurse anymore now, because according to the deceased wife story, the widow, we are not talking about 2 nurses, not just one nurse now.
2 nurses now?
Yes.
That means
according to her statement.
Police investigation did not say 2. But where did she say the two?
That is what I'm saying now. That's what I'm now saying. Things will
No,
actually change.
she mentioned two nurses in one of her press outings, not at the inquest, and I don't think
It's not binding.
so. It's on a media spree.
It can be admitted. Do you understand, Firefox?
That's why I said the case might actually take a new dimension that we are not expecting.
It's sweet, but the best way, I am saying, the best way that we can be sure of what might be coming up, that's why we are going to be begging, we have to be united. And I will only appeal that people should understand the technicality we are discussing on this inquest. It's not because we are trying to talk it down. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because we be only ba wole to le yi wa poro, but yi ti won le yi poro ni unta fojuri TV ro mule. And it's not because I am interested or it must be from my side. But our desire to pursue a video and a digital evidence is because that one, it will be difficult for anybody to manipulate it as it is now. At this sample 3 seconds. Ejo, agbára wo ló fẹ́ lò láti fi yí fídíò yẹn tó bá sọ the praise and worship. Kò sí báyé fẹ́ rí pé nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀ ń bẹ̀. Tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ ohun tí wọ́n ti sọ fún wa tí àdúrà ti sọ pé this is the fight between Cynthia and my brother. How I have a video of how Cynthia pushed my brother and he used his head to knock the floor. Ejo, tabari yẹn tó jẹ́ ijọ́ tí Mohbad kú. At the end of the day, we will now know clearly what led to the, bleeding and what the nurse came to treat. And that exonerates Prime Boy fully. So why would the police would not want us to see it? And if we get that, irrespective of what they might be planning to do at the inquest, we will be on the safer side, because if that video should come out first, the inquest will go smoothly, and whatever it is that with the vaccine of the inquest, it will augment and still take us to what? To that victory, which is justice. So why we are still looking at Odowani, Yaka block a lane, it's like we are trying to block the things that will be needed for each other. I am only speaking about the technicality and the blow that these people that we know what they're trying to do with the inquest. And that's, you can't take it away. Do you understand? We know what the power play, because for heaven's sake, they just opened the inquest. And we expect that, okay, allow it to run. The next sitting, the toxicology will come. When they read the toxicology, the nurse will come. And then, maybe then, they will write the DPP's advice. It would have been better. Because they will say, okay, with this one, the judge will say, I'm okay, I want to round up this one. In town, they don't necessarily have to bring all the other witnesses again. If they have been able to see what they are looking for, no law says that because they found what they are looking for, they should still wait the time of the court and the resources of the government and everybody that has been caught before, bring them. No, we have seen what we are looking for, and we want to round up this inquest and send our reports to DPP because we have delayed them enough. But some people would think it is compulsory that the entire people that they want, they should be brought to the inquest, even if we get what we want. Do you understand? So, unfortunately, we're still going to be compelling. I am 100% for the Coroner inquest. It is a tool of government, tool of judiciary and dispensing of criminal justice law. It's statutory. It is important. It's not because I have 3 seconds video somewhere. No, at the end of the day,
yes, I 100% agree with you, Mr. Yomi. But do you know my only fear? My only fear is the time. The time is going to take doing this, going after this, going after that. Meanwhile, that boy is still there inside the morgue, right there.
No, the moment the right culprit and evidence is out, that we know that, okay, we are seeing the video of, let's take for instance, where Mohbad is being pied. Any other thing that will be coming up, certainly we would have just come to the conclusion and say, okay, now that Mohbad, wherever you are, we know who pied you. If they need sample of his body for the family tussle on DNA, they can easily conclude on that and say, we have to go and get this boy to rest. Because at another time, if charges is proffered and they are taking the case, because it's going to be funny if Mohbad was murdered and they are trying to try who pied Mohbad in a magistrate court for misdemeanor. Where is the priorities? Is there no misplacement there? Joker no fun wa yen. O ma everybody sarani because let's picture the pathway to any video evidence. What that is okay, they are not waiting for coroner inquest. Ask yourself, what is the language that has been passed? Message, a key message has been passed. I want you to confess so direct ni. You come out because gbogbo ntan so yen court yen ti parí iṣẹ́. Shocker ti kọ́kọ́ bu alapa be yen pé court ta ro po ma ti lo coroner inquest report. O ma lọ sọ pé okay wọ́n ti move on here. The only option left is for the reports to be sent to DPP, and then we'll be praying. You must use it at the end of the day. And DPP will have prosecution now. If the report is coming from the coroner inquest, we will have to look. Does it correlate? Will we be able to get justice with this evidence? And we have to be together, united, so that one need checking it, one need savoir patakupa. But people think when you are trying to tell them that, look at this is what is likely to happen, because people will have to think ahead. If you are not ready to think ahead and you are thinking like, okay, as it is a come, and by the time we get to reality, nothing anybody can do. Nothing, because even when they said nothing, nobody is looking at how would they bring in the person that actually buy Mohbad. Because as it is now, they are telling us it is the negligence of the nurse that pied Mohbad. And they will tell you that is the only thing they can see. And that is the only thing they can see, because in Towanu, investigation the only one left is the remainder of the inquest, report of the inquest, or investigation of the police on the new lead. We have to be united to get this done.
You're 100% right.
Picture it, kò jẹ́ pé èmi àti baba Mohbad àwa tá wà ní front line la jọ ń lọ gbogbo tá a lọ face police, a lọ face TVC, we are sitting together and we are demanding and asking that this thing should be done. Do you know how we're going to be engaging the public? Do you know the kind of taloma sympathize pẹ̀lú? Because Baba Mohbad don't love yẹn sọ pé nǹkan mi jù pé I want justice for my son. Baba Mohbad will repeat justice for his son 500 times. I will repeat the same thing. And the public will listen to us more than anything low tied to me.
I'm not sure you saw that Baba latest interview when he came out of recent. Did you see the look on his face? He's getting tired. He's getting so tired of everything. I saw it on his face. I'm telling you.
Fire Force. Everybody know clearly that I have no problem with Baba. The only reason why I am pained is because mo fẹjọ́ sùn wọ́n. Àwọn wàhálà tí mo ń ṣe. And people close to him, because they know the Baba is not kò mọ bó ṣe lọ. Wọ́n lọ parọ́ fún wa pé mi fún wọn ní wrong address. Làwọn ṣe ń block me. Block me for what? Don't block what an NGO is doing. Don't see your Fabi. Let's just get this thing out. Because at the end of the day, why? They don't even know when to accuse somebody of misappropriation, of not doing it. Are they donating to the foundation and the foundation is not doing anything? But because people lack conscience, they don't want this country to grow, because the more they try to castigate an NGO that is getting support and is doing more, they don't know that they are killing the future of their own child. Why would you think an NGO who is being tasked with frugal resources share more things, and the right thing you want to do is to say, oh, ẹni tí ó ṣe kọ́kọ́ rárá tó kàn jókòó sórí kíní kó máa condemn ẹ̀, òun lè máa gbọ́ sílẹ̀ nu, báwo lè fẹ́ kí ìlú ìga? àwọn ọmọ yín báwo la ìfẹ́ ká yí àwọn ọmọ wa dá màá rẹ́ni tó ń ṣe wàhálà lórí kan wọ́n ń fún ní pòkè ẹ lọ ṣe kan báyìí ntọ́ ni kò ṣe ó ṣe ó tún ṣe kọjá àwọn tá a fẹ́ lọ èèyàn kan tí ó ṣe kankan àbí tó kọ̀ rò pé ókè jẹ́ ń wò ó torí ìlara jẹ́ ń condemn kìíní yẹn and then I will follow suit. Tell me what sense is that? How can such a country get better if majority are thinking in that kind of direction? Ẹ wo báyìí ń ṣe gbogbo kan, ẹ wo ìtàn náà lọ sí gbogbo station káàkiri, ẹ wo àwọn nǹkan táwa ń ṣe. Àwọn ń ṣe tí wọ́n lábẹ́, àwọn come clean. Àwọn ọlọ́mọ bá ọlọ́pàá, àwọn máa lọ ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀, àwọn fẹ́ gbọ́nà ìbùrú. Àwọn ò ní sọ fọlọ́pàá pé yá ẹgbowó ẹ̀fọn ọ̀wọ́ ẹ pé it's our right to have it. The only thing we can do is whatever we are getting as support to mobilize lẹ́kọ̀ọ̀kan. Oh, we can. The NGO can always cover this cost. Can do this. They will say we didn't ask you. Don't worry. It's voluntary. But pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ náà they will still want to use. Báwo la ṣe fẹ́ rí pẹ̀lú àwọn ilé mọ̀ pé serious offence ló wà lẹ̀. Mẹni tó wà lẹ́yìn wọn mẹni tó wà involved tí ò fẹ́ kọ́ dárúkọ òun tí ò fẹ́ bá lọ. That will spend anything to ensure that gbogbo ohun tá a bá ṣe kọ́ block here. And they've already put people amongst us. They put people to say, go there and be.
That's what I was going to actually say. That was what I was going to talk about. You see, Mr. Yomi, to be honest with you, there are some people that are actually they are presenting themselves, especially. But do you know the painful part of it? The painful part of it is that they are the ones they are more close to the Baba, so close to the Baba. When we now think that maybe they are helping the case, helping Baba to get justice, they are just having, they call it, it's a cruise. They said it. Yes, we heard it. Now cruise.
Fire force. Please. Fire force. Let Mr. Yomi continue with his discussion. Please don't let us digress to all those.
No, I'm not saying much.
Let's forget. If you are talking about them, we are giving them relevance.
Wait. Now let me finish the submission. I'm not going wrong. I'm not going the wrong route. I just want to say some few things. You understand? I'm not pointing accusation finger at anyone. I'm only letting you know that when we are trying to do good things, unfortunately, Yoruba will say that let me put it that way. So it's not that I'm pointing any accusation figure at anyone. We move.
I don't want us to give relevance to them.
No, we are not diverting from the topic. We are not diverting, my brother. We are not diverting. We are not saying anything. We are not pointing accusation figure at anyone. And the thought about Judge here, Luma so number we now. You understand? So we are not saying anything about anybody. So that's just it. Let me just move so that we can continue the discussion.
All right, Akimbola, are you there? You want to say something? Akimbola. Paris.
I'm not sure they are ready. So, Mr. Yomi, about the symposium, that is what we should actually have to work on now. The symposium, how we are going to move on, not getting distracted, looking way ahead, way forward. Mm-hmm. We must keep going. Nothing must slow us down. So exactly. We should actually talk more about that symposium, our lay down plan, and what we have to do to make sure that everything is. So what do you think about that, Kofi?
Well, the date has been fixed for the symposium already, and which is actually a good one. It's an opportunity for people to actually come together and get educated, and also for us to raise our voice again, to speak the truth to the power, to the government, to the investigative officers also. Investigating officers also, for them to actually do the needful. is another way through which we can speak conscience into them. We can speak to their conscience. Another opportunity for us to let them know that we are not backing down, that the justice we are seeking for is justice for all of us. It's not for Mohbad only. All of us, we are growing up already. We have children. What legacy are we leaving behind for our children? The officers that are investigating, those that may want to harbor criminals, those that may want to actually aid all those that have perpetrated one evil or the other. It's another way for us to speak to their conscience, for them to know that they must right all the wrongs.
Welcome back. As you can see, it is a serious issue, and you can see the passion in everyone, in all our guests here. You can see the passion. Is it Yomi Fabi and others? You can see the passion in this journey of justice for Mohbad. The passion is so real, and everyone wants answers. Everybody wants answers. Everybody wants answers. What died Mohbad? How did Mohbad die? What happened to Mohbad? Everyone is interested in this. Everybody is interested in it. Every soul is interested. Everybody wants to know what died Mohbad. How did it happen? These are questions that begs for an answer. These are questions that beg for an answer. There is nobody in his or her right senses that will not want to know. Just imagine the pressure on a lot of people, how people took time out saying, no, this one, we must get answers to it. We must get answers to this one. And I'm kind of wondering why the police decided to do trash, to do stupidity. They didn't do the right thing. That is why we have so much agitation. And if you heard what Yomi Fabi is saying, I guess it has come to a point where people will kind of want to pour out on the street. That's basically what it is. It seems people will be pouring out on the street like we can't keep quiet anymore on this. We are unwilling to be quiet about this one. Answers to what died Mohbad is important. Answers to what died Mohbad is more than important. A lot of people are worried about it and they want to know. I don't know if you are connecting to the pain and all of the passion of this journey of justice for Mohbad. It is so sad. So sad. So talks about the Coroner inquest, what's going to happen at the Coroner inquest, what are the way forward, and the tricks and games of Cynthia Omonwo Adebanjo, all of the shenanigans and the gameplay and all of that. These are very important. I mean, not just her alone. Talk about Mohbad's mother, talk about Adora, talk about every one of them involved. Every one of them involved. Everybody involved in this matter. Every one of them must be dealt with. All of them must be held accountable. That is why we are raising our voices. That's why we are saying enough is enough. We will not keep quiet. This will not pass. We must make sure that we face it head on and achieve and actualize what we want, which is justice. Justice for one is justice for all. We've said it times without number. And, a lot of people are kind of like, oh, you know what? What is this thing about widow? As if widows cannot be bad. As if widows cannot be wicked. As if a widower cannot be a terrible person. As if a widow or a widower cannot be responsible for the demise of their significant other. We've seen cases, if you take time to watch certain kind of clandestine crime. I'm talking about the kind of crime that is not public. The actor in this will not even show that I am the one. Not until investigation. Those investigations could take a long time. But in the case of Mohbad, we are not going to accept a long time because we know it's going to be business as usual. It is going to be swept under the carpet. That's why we are saying no, it's not business as usual. There are a lot of irregularities. There are a lot of inconsistencies. There are a lot of talks here and there, stories that don't make sense. Just some kind of emotional blackmail, some kind of trying to create some sensationalism, to make it appear like, oh, I have to put my baby in the bag because he wants to steal. And all of a sudden, the man is like, I want to steal the baby. My son just passed away, then I want to steal the baby because if I take the baby, all she's trying to do is to center the attention of everybody to the same that they created at the beginning. Mohbad's father quickly went to bury his son because he wants to quickly take the boy's inheritance. He doesn't love him. Talk about the audio recording that got released by Mohbad's father. You all heard it all. Everybody heard that audio recording. Everybody heard that audio recording. I heard it. And what she tried to create there is the same that she's trying to create now. Oh, Baba, if you buy my son, I am like the way you buy Mohbad. If you buy my son like the way you buy Mohbad. Oh, Mohbad's father, you want to take his inheritance. That's what he said he wants. Assuming we allowed all these things to go to him, he will not even make any problems with anybody. He will keep quiet and just allow everything to slide. But because we did not agree, because we didn't agree, we didn't allow it. That is why this is happening. What a pity. What a pity. What a pity. I don't know what your thoughts are as regards this matter. It's a serious, terrible, terrible matter. Drop your comments. See you in the next update.